This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions.
Hello, my name's Mark Hayward. This is the Absolute Business Mindset podcast, and I want to, this has some of my thoughts, ideas and comments. So I wanted to talk to you about today was what you need to be. Now, you might start wondering, what do I mean by what you need to be? Well, there are 6 things that I think every person needs to be able to be successful in their business or career. So I would encourage you all to think about these things and think about how you can implement them in your life, in your career, in your business. So the first one I want to talk to you about is to have passion for your business or work. So to be truly successful, you've got to be able to be passionate and believe in what you're selling, whether that is a product, whether that is a service, whether that is in your business or whether that's in your career. You've got to have passion for it. I was fortunate enough that I have passion for my career because I recognise that being a consultant is an incredibly rewarding thing, and I really enjoy being out there selling to clients, building software, project managing, and sort of leading for a sort of client perspective, so leading on client relationships as well. So for me, it's incredibly important to have passion for your job, career or business. If you don't, then you should definitely start thinking about alternative ways of being able to think of other things that you should be doing. So that's our first one. The second one is being authentic in yourself. So being yourself is so important. I think anyone that goes into specifically a business, if you're not being yourself and you're trying to sell something else, then you're going to really have problems, because I don't think you'll be successful in being able to deliver a business if you are not being authentic and you're not being yourself. So I think it's incredibly important to be relaxed in yourself. A lot of people in business, especially the entrepreneurial phase that people are going through at the moment, really think they need to be something else, whether they want to be a Gary V and sit there and be able to share their thoughts, but there is only one Gary V, and he's a hugely successful star, and I don't think that any of the other people that are copying him are actually doing anything as good a job as he does. And basically any sort of copying of him is not really, if you're trying to be authentic, there is only one Gary V, and therefore you should be trying to get your own thing, whatever that is, get your own thing that is right for you, and then if you're able to then be successful with that, that's great. But trying to be someone else is a short-sighted, short-term solution, because you know that at a later stage there will be someone that will be actually authentic and selling something that you're trying to fake it with. So I would say be incredibly careful with that. The whole idea of faking it till you make it, well, yes and no. Sometimes you do need to have bravado and be the alpha male and get things done. But equally, I would prefer in my business to be more often than not doing something that I enjoy and being me, and maybe less successful than trying to be something that I'm not and being hugely successful, because it's not rewarding in your mindset, really. Number 3 is about speed and patience. So you might wonder, well, one is surely counter the other one. Actually not. What you need to be is you need to be fast to the market, and it's incredibly important that you're able to be agile in a in a technology sense is more what I mean, rather than sort of agile in business, which I think is a overused term at the moment. So definitely it's a thing that winds me up is everything at the moment is agile, and that's not really what the term is actually used is for, but I won't dwell on that too much. But you've got to be able to get fast to market, get things out and ready and done as quickly as possible, be able to pivot, be able to change. The patience piece is that sometimes these things take a while. Sometimes these things grow organically rather than going viral. The people that it goes viral for are very few, and I've got more respect to people on Twitter that have got like 5,000-6,000 tweets and have got whatever the number is, like 1,000 or 10,000 people, rather than someone that's done one funny cat frowning whatever video and then suddenly they go viral. So for me, those are the people that I look for on Twitter when I want to support someone on Twitter. Someone who's hardworking, releases consistently, is patient, knows what they're good at, knows what they want to deliver as content, and just gets out there and does it. That for me are the true warriors of social media and of business. So I would much prefer for it to take a little bit longer and get it the way I want it, rather than necessarily having it all work so quickly for me, and I haven't really learned from my mistakes. I'm well happy to be making mistakes now and getting them right now. So it's equally, you need to be fast to market, but equally you need to be patient, just let things evolve, grow. The fourth thing is you need to think about what the next big thing is. So whatever, I'm a little bit thinking about working with Alexa at the moment. I've tried a couple of times; it's not really worked as best as I could, as best as it could. I have a feeling that Alexa and voice will be big. From a business point of view, I'm not terribly convinced. I can't see us sitting at computers talking Alexa, do this, do that. And providing a service, it doesn't quite fit for me, but I would equally say from a sort of Internet of Things, so the lights and you're turning a shower on, taking lists and asking for quotes or asking for music. I actually love Alexa. I've got a couple of devices and really, really enjoy using them, and specifically for musical, but I would say definitely there is so much more potential for it to immerse itself in the Internet of Things at home. So look out for that. So that's what I mean by next big thing. It might be a new service, a new product, or whatever that comes on market, but you need to be able to think about the bigger things that are still coming and get those. If you can get those right, then you get something that goes big quickly. And following on from that, to be able to look at websites, there's a couple of research companies that I look at to look at future trends. I always do it at the start of the year, and I tend to do it when I get a bit of spare time over in the summer as well. So look out for those sorts of things. They can be incredibly insightful and can really help you think about what the next big thing is going to be, and then be ready for it when it starts booming. The last one I want to talk to you about is learning from mistakes. So it's so important to learn from your mistakes. In my career, I am very much on make one mistake, make the mistake once, and then don't make that same mistake again. And I'm in the sort of lucky position where I can actually do that. I know the job, I know the skill set, I know the mindset, I know what needs to be delivered. There's obviously different things, different products, different services that we provide, but I pretty much pride myself on making few mistakes, and if they are, then they're rectified very quickly. But in the world of business, this is where sometimes you are on your own and you have to do what you think is best. And if you do make a mistake, then the speed and the pivot is still incredibly important. So you need to be able to change what you're doing if you're doing it wrong. But there's a lot more exposure when you're in your business rather than in a corporate environment. So learn from your mistakes, learn from them fast, pivot, change what you need to do to be able to deliver something better. So always keep an eye out for that and learning from your mistakes. You don't want to be repeating mistakes over and over and over again, because that won't just annoy me, it will annoy other people as well. So especially if they're customers or clients. So keep an eye out for that. I think it's incredibly important that I think that's not discussed enough, really. People need to be able to learn from mistakes and be able to work with them and make sure you get things right for your clients and customers. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. If you could please give me an iTunes review, if you get this off of Apple, it'd be great if you could leave me a review. I'm really happy to hear feedback. I've got my Twitter account, Mark Hayward 169. Please sign up for it. It'd be great to share my thoughts, ideas and comments with you. Equally, there is a website now, the absolutebusinessmindset.com, so www.absolutebusinessmindset.com. On there you've got some ideas about my coaching and some other products and services that I've got on there, as well as my podcast, so please check that out. Happy for you to reach out to me on that medium as well. Please can you subscribe to this podcast? Hopefully I've added some value and you found it interesting and would like to subscribe to that. I'm releasing content on Sundays and Thursdays, so please check that out. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this, can you tell someone about the podcast? Whether it's a friend, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a family member, just tell one person about it and tell them that they should be listening to it. It'll be great help for me. So please reach out to people and tell them about the podcast. Thank you very much.